What if I told you that fear isn't something to escape, but something to enter? That the tightness in your chest, the tremble in your hands, the voice in your mind that screams "not yet" isn't trying to stop you. It's trying to awaken you. Fear is not a wall. It is a door, and that door guards the path to your highest self. But we were never taught to open it. We were taught to run, to hide, to distract, to perform strength instead of cultivating it. And so, we buried our truth beneath layers of protection. We silenced our inner voice with logic, with planning, with perfectionism. We let fear make our decisions and called it being realistic. But reality is far more mystical than that. The soul doesn't evolve through comfort. It evolves through tension, through resistance, through the sacred friction between what is and what wants to be born. You feel fear most intensely when you are brushing against your own transformation, because fear is the final guardian of your next level. It knows what you're becoming, and it wants to test you, not to punish, but to purify. So pause and feel this moment. The decision you've been postponing, the truth you've been afraid to speak, the dream you cradle in silence, too sacred to expose to the winds of the world. It waits, beyond fear, and you must decide, will you be ruled by the ghost of safety, or will you rise into the fire of your own becoming? The ancients knew fear was not something to erase, it was something to reverence. In sacred rites, initiates were led into darkness, into caves, into silence, their senses stripped, their identities dissolved. Why? Because the ego must tremble before the soul can expand. They faced their fears not to conquer them, but to merge with them, to see them clearly as the shadows of unlived potential, as mirrors, not monsters. Can you feel it now? That fear you carry. It's not random, it's precise. It points to the very thing your destiny requires. That conversation you dread, it holds your liberation. That leap you avoid, it holds your power. That silence you resist, it holds your truth. Fear marks the map. It draws a glowing circle around the places your soul has unfinished business. You came here not to play it safe, but to remember. And remembering isn't comfortable. It burns, it shakes, it strips away illusions until you are left face to face with who you really are. So let's go deeper. Have you noticed how fear doesn't speak in words, but in sensations? The tightening, the fluttering, the heat, the stillness. It's not just emotion, it's energy, vital energy, kundalini energy, chi, trapped beneath decades of suppression. And when you approach it with curiosity instead of judgment, you begin to see. Fear is an energy you can transmute, not by denying it, not by forcing your way through, but by breathing through it, moving with it, sitting in it until its form dissolves and you meet the raw pulse beneath it. That's where the alchemy begins. The mystics knew how to use fear as fuel. They didn't resist the fire. They became the fire, and so can you. But first, you must give yourself permission. Permission to be afraid and still move forward. Permission to fall apart and rise even stronger. Permission to not have it all figured out and still choose your soul's path. Because fear doesn't mean stop. It means pay attention. It means you're alive. It means this matters. Let yourself feel it fully. The pulse of transformation beneath your skin, the quake of new life stirring in your bones. Breathe into the space that trembles. Place your awareness there. Ask it, what are you trying to protect me from? And what are you trying to guide me toward? Because fear has wisdom. It's the voice of a self that remembers every wound, every fall. But it does not understand evolution. Only you do. And so, you must lead. Lead your fear into the light. Don't push it away. Hold it like a child. tender, trembling, sacred. Say to it, I see you, I hear you, and I choose to grow anyway. Because this is your rebirth, not in some distant future, but right here, in the trembling, in the choice, in the moment where your voice shakes and you speak anyway, in the moment where your knees buckle, but you step forward, in the moment where every part of you says, not yet, and your soul says now. You are not here to escape fear. You are here to integrate it, to become so rooted in your own truth that fear becomes just another guest at the table of your becoming. And in that space, that inner stillness forged in the fire, you will find something rare. You will find freedom. Not the freedom of escape, but the freedom of wholeness. A life not controlled by avoidance, but led by vision, by alignment, by the knowing that every fear you faced was a key, and every key opened a part of yourself you had forgotten. So go ahead, open the door, step into the discomfort, speak the truth, make the leap, write the book, say the thing, begin the journey. Your fear is the gate, but you are the one who holds the key. And when you unlock that gate, you don't just walk through it, you become it. You become the fire, you become the light, you become the living proof that fear is not the enemy. It is the midwife of your evolution.